I feel it's actually sometimes it has to do with the size of the country. Like, I think that the size of the country is small, and already as it is, any form of genre has a niche group, and that niche group is even smaller in a smaller country like us. So do you think the size of the country is actually the reason why musicians cannot make it a livelihood?
You have a point there. I think the population of 4 million plus people, you can't compare it to the States where you have, but in the States there are many more bands. But I think that maybe it's the time of the internet, globalization.
Going overseas seems quite far away at the moment, mainly because we have day jobs, and so I think the most important thing would still be to get the album together first.
When the album is out and you guys have to start promote the album, will you quit your day jobs?
I don't think so, right?
No,
I don't think so.
But you said that quitting your day job is actually the first step for a bigger company or even a scene to sort of like embrace you.
Yeah, correct.
So it's like now you're going against what you say.
One of those. No. The thing is, I'm saying that's how the scene would logically progress.
Okay.
Not necessarily how we would.
Somebody should.
Yeah, no, someone will do it. Someone will do it sooner or later, but not us.
Yeah, no, a lot of bands have done it, and they have tried, and they have stories to tell. They've gone like Malaysia, regional, some even international, and they come back bearing the war wounds and the battle scars. Successful or not is open to discussion, but I want to know like where you guys are gonna go. So basically, it's just an album first, and then we take it from there. Is it?
That's how our band has always been functioning. We just take the next big thing and we see where it goes from there.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, we're on the topic of the album. How is it like recording at Snake Week Studios and working with Leonard Susay? Okay, for you guys out there who are not familiar with Leonard Susay, I mean, he back in the day he produced Ossuary, West Grand Boulevard, Urban Exchange, R&B, and Electrical, obviously. So he's the producer behind all these really good local Singaporean bands, which you've definitely heard of. So what's it like working with Leonard Susay?
Yeah, so it's actually our first time recording on a proper album, so we are kind of inexperienced. So he's very patient with us and a lot of invaluable advices.
I think it's a great thing that we are working with the best right from the start. But having said that, I think sometimes we also feel very like, wow, he's worked with Electrical and all the big boys out there, and sometimes I think we feel like, are we good enough? Like, is this really, are we up to his standard? And yeah, so I guess having that at the back of our minds tries to push us to achieve better things.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I have this quote here by Rishan. Yeah, and you said that. Yeah, don't be discouraged when you hear how good other bands are. It's not always about skills. Music is music. Everyone has different musical tastes, and if you work hard enough, plan hard enough, and want it hard enough, you just might get it. You actually put it on your website,
one of your
on the blog. Yeah,
one of your entries.
I think this was just after the Power Jam. Yeah,
it's about knowing where your strengths lie and playing to that, I guess. Yeah, I think that entry by Ration was written after we won Power Jam because, to be honest, we got quite a bit of flack for winning Power Jam.
What do people say?
What do people say? Lots of things.
Mostly censored stuff that you cannot say here.
Not really. I think part of it could be due to our genre. We've heard people describe us as pop rock, which is a very convenient genre to trash if you think about it. Maybe because it's so accessible, so radio friendly. Some people do have an issue with that, but it is what we do. It has become the genre that we feel most comfortable in, and I think the nature of Power Jam, it was organized by a radio station after all, so I think the very nature of the competition worked in our favor. And to be honest, we ourselves knew we weren't the most technically proficient band, and so I guess that's why some people felt that we were least deserving in that sense. So
why do you think other bands hate on other bands? Already as it is, we're just a small community, and this quote-unquote this scene is supposed to be helping each other out so we can sort of like get out of this country and open the floodgates so the spotlight will be on Singapore or at least Southeast Asia. So why are we eating each other?
I think it's the nature of being passionate about something.
Yeah, like what he said, because you're passionate about what you do, and sometimes their mouths just go non-stop talking. You know, sometimes they start talking and bitching.
Yeah, bitching's fine. Bitching is good. Yeah.
It feels great. Yeah, bitching behind other people's back, like talking bad. The scene, the local band scene, is really small. It doesn't help. It does not help if you want to talk to and bitch about other people behind their backs. News will travel, and I think that this is a really very bad behavior.
Okay, bringing it back to Leonard Susay, how did you guys hook up? He hooked up with Electrico just after they won, and was it sort of the same thing, like you guys won Power Jam, so that's why he hooked up with you guys? Or?
Yeah, we took part in this initiative called Noise Singapore, which was basically a program where emerging artists were matched with mentors. So we had a mentor in the form of Vivian Wang from the Observatory. She's a keyboardist for Observatory. So yeah, she was our mentor, and at that point of time we were telling her about our plans to record an album. And after she heard our songs, she felt that Leonard would be a good fit. So I think she spoke to him on our behalf. Yeah.
And he heard your demos and he said come along, or how does it work?
Can't remember.
We forced it upon him. Hi Leonard, we would like you to record.
I guess he didn't really strongly object if we are still recording with him.
Made an appointment and went down.
Yes.
1 year later, we're still there. Yeah, at least he hasn't broken his promise.
Yep.
Yeah, we can talk about some of the songs. Yeah.
I think some songs people might have heard of would be Lollipop, If It Wasn't For You, UNSW, Go Away. Yeah, basically almost all the best songs we've written, in fact almost all the songs we've written since we formed together.
What is the planned release date for the album?
June, right?
2010.
So June 2010.
Hoping for June. This year. Yeah.
Okay.
We have not planned anything for the launch yet.
Yeah.
So that is something we will see.
We're looking for a launch venue.
Sponsors!
Yeah.
You guys been playing for 3 years now. Any advice you can give to new bands out there? Or maybe you can tell me what you guys have learned.
Okay, advice I think it would be to know that there's a lot of hard work involved. As cheesy as that sounds, but it's true. Especially if you don't have a manager, if you're really going indie, like us, we've stayed indie all the way. It means doing a lot of things on your own, communicating with your bandmates in terms of the differences you have. Yeah, a lot of meeting each other halfway, a lot of sacrifice basically.
What are the upcoming gigs that you have for this year, or what's planned for King Kong Jane 09 besides the album?
We have a gig coming up at the Esplanade. That's on the 21st of February, a Saturday night. So we'll be at the Esplanade. It's a free gig for this campaign called the Speak Good English Movement, Rock Your World, and by the waterfront. It's the outdoor stage. So we're going to go acoustic. So you can look for our blog to find out more about the performance.
And what's your blog address?
Television channel, King Kong Jane, KINGKONGJANE .blogspot.com.
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. All the best with the album.
Yes.
And say hi to Leonard for me.
Okay, thank
See
you.
you guys.
Bye.
What up? It's Razor Pop lah.